Hello, and welcome back to Mandragora. Let's continue. For whatever reason, when I read Mandragora previously, I didn't read it as Mandragora. I know, it didn't seem like a word to me. But we're back here. So let us move. Also, like us having 580 hit points but being very fragile, I suppose that's also following the Dark Souls influence to the game, as there is a fair bit of it. Like we have an Estus flask, we have souls. It very much is a 2D Dark Souls, which reminds me I should go back to playing Unworthy. I did play a bit of the demo of it way back when, but I never did play more of it. And that was an interesting game. It was fun from what I remember. So I should go back and play more of it. I just it kind of fell to the wayside and I forgot about it in all honesty. Also, bit is going off the side of the screen there at the end. I swear, my screen has had some like issues of stuff going off the edge, but maybe that's just how they did it. There isn't anything else to it. But you know, the text public demo, work in progress, 2024.09 point feels like there should be like a day to it, but there isn't. But here, I need to stop for 1 second. Just a moment. Oh, well, folks, and I'm back. 34, 35, 36, 37. Just have to do that counting because so many times I've started recording before. Started recording, and I actually didn't. Okay, you can look down. Alright, that's fine. Wasn't there a... And you can look down further when you're hanging. Okay, that's fine. It's pretty simple stuff, but I was just not... When you're playing a game, you have to meet the game on its level. Like you're playing Metroidvania. You have to meet it at, or you're playing a platformer, you have to meet it as a platformer. You're playing a visual novel, you've got to meet it as a visual novel. You can't um, you if you're playing a shooter, you have to meet it as a shooter. You can't play a game and expect it to be something it's not. Um, like if it's a grand strategy game, you can't you have to meet it as a grand strategy game. You can't if you try and if you don't meet the game on its level, then you're not going to have fun with it. It's going to be hell. Like, say if you're playing a roguelike, but you're not treating it as a roguelike where you die, you have to restart, and you're playing recklessly. You're probably gonna die a lot, and you're gonna suffer for it. While if you treated it as a roguelike with dying and restarting, you're gonna have a better time with it. You're gonna be approaching it differently and probably better.
The old city, decrepit even before my time.
Shit.
Ooh, that was a hell of a frame drop. Oh,
Fuck, it hurts.
I need to stop jumping it. Oh. Okay, here, give me a second. Ah.
It hit me.
I keep forgetting the controls. Bloody ear. I keep forgetting the controls and how they play. I kind of wish, like, you weren't brought to this screen here. I kind of wish you could just hit rest and you would rest. I suppose, like, when you're at Dark Souls and you sit down at the bonfire, it brings up a menu. It's just, I know, it's just having this suddenly flung in my face. So, like, yeah, I'm not interested in that. It just feels intrusive or obnoxious.
Hurts.
Ooh.
Fuck's sake.
Ooh, that's cool. Alright. Great sword. I know, it's just like running up here, it's just like, ooh, I need a heal. And just having that flung in my face is just irritating to me right now. But I think I'm just in an irritated mood. Again, the thing with like commenting on things or critiquing them, it can be very subjective. Like, I remember I was playing StarCraft before, and I have a bit of a headache right now, so maybe I'm just grumpy. But I was playing StarCraft before, and I was doing the co-op missions. And you know the chick that sides against Valerian in the... Ah, my face. Um, the chick that sides against Valerian in the Nova DLCs. You work alongside her in one of those co-op missions. And she's kind of got a flat voice, and so in my head, it just sounded like terrible voice acting. One day, next day, it was grand. Just one day, I just fucking hated the voice she had, or the line reading or what have you. You know, it just was obnoxious to me. I somehow fumbled that. It was just obnoxious to me. But then next day, I think that was dead before my thing even hit it. Next day, I went to play it and it was fine. I heard the line again and it was groovy. There was no issue. So it could just be, you know, it's just a mood thing and not, and like that's the issue with trying to critique things. You could just simply be surly that day and be in, like, have less, you know, mood for a thing. At least in my case, anyway. I'm just gonna check one thing for a second. Okay. I think there was another point I wanted to make here, but I don't remember what. Very nice. I think I cleansed the rune already. Huh. Here, I'm going to stop for a second and flick back through my thing, just to see if I can't remember what I wanted to say. Honestly, folks, no idea what I was trying to say. I ended up getting this. Ooh, I can actually play the game through this. Through OBS, though I can't hear a thing. Neither can you, for that matter. Ended up doing a little bit of tech support for Mum there. she was playing Little Nightmares. Stop trying to jump the arrows. But yeah, she's playing Little Nightmares, but her audio wasn't working. So I had to do a little bit of tech support to help out. Ooh, yeah, there's war. Nice. The bloody ear of a bandit. Return it to Commander Claiborne. I wonder if I can grind these ears.
It hurts.
No, it's one per bandit. But yeah, she was playing Little Nightmares, and she was having some technical issues, so I just helped her with that. But yeah, Freya of Rivia. Go give her a look on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is the better one. She hasn't updated her YouTube in a while, but go check her out on both. She's the same Freya that has turned up in a fair few vids of mine here.
The pain. Can't open it from here.
Of course not. Also, the cleanse the runes below is not one of 7 runes. It's 7 bandits within the runes. I should have checked the door over here. Oh, I can teabag, but no one to teabag, sadly. Feel my words were a little scrambled there. Moving on. Three bits of pheasant meat. Some weird gremlin above. Again! Fucking fog wall. Let me jump the enemy. Like, you can't block the 4 vomit, you can't jump the enemy. You have very limited mobility. So it's possible for enemies to just shove you up against the wall and gangbang you. Can I do it? Okay. There's too much other things on RB. I'm trying to work out the controls. Roll. Or no, that one. Okay, that's how you run. You have two different ways of running. There's a lunge attack. There's hold. I'm not seeing the difference. Um. Yeah, there's no real way to like if the enemy pushes you against the corner, you've no recourse. If the enemy shoves you into the corner, you have no real recourse. It's a bit frustrating in a game like this, because, say in Dark Souls, you can run around like a fucking lunatic. That's actually a valid way of survival, to a point. Oh no, there's a guy in front of me and he's scary, I'm gonna run around him, kill the easier guys and get the fuck away from him. As you can. You can do something like that, or just run around the enemies. Like, okay, there's a ladder over there. If I run them, like aggro them, run away, run around, and up the ladder, I can do that. Like the amount of times I've survived in Belfry Sol doing that in PvP. Sometimes they've caught up and still managed to kill me, but you can't do that here. If the enemy shoves you up against the wall, you're stuck against the wall, and you're dead. Unless you can somehow pull your way through. Ooh, I enjoy my sour wheat. Let's see, stuck up against the wall. Me bullying my way past previously was Incinerate weren't. Me jumping past the other one was mere happenstance. It's not something I was meant to be able to do, judging by this. I'm judging by my first attempt against these giant rats. So, I've learned Incinerate. Continuous stream of flames that do 200 fire damage, fire magic damage, again, per second. I need a fire. I have the ability, but I lack a fire relic.
It opens from the other side.
So yeah, it makes enemies commanding, but it just means that it turns every fight into a damage race. You can't try and maneuver. You're like, okay, the enemy's pinned me up against the wall. All right. Well, fuck. I'm just gonna have to keep swinging. If I stop swinging, I die. Or like swing, try and heal, go back to swing. It's restrictive, and it just ends up being a little frustrating. Well, I can't get up there. Fucker. So yeah, that's a fucking loot goblin. So I think the Diablo 3 reference isn't too unwarranted. So, but oh, okay, this just loops back. Like, I like the game, but it is a little annoying how enemies can just bully you into a corner and just turn it into a gangbang. It's just a little frustrating to play against. Okay, we have no bleed effects. Weapons have a 1% chance per point of armor the target has to break an armor fragment from them, permanently reducing their armor by 5. Picking up a fragment grants you 2 armor, stacking up to 25 times. Taking physical damage removes 5 stacks. Okay. Rewards you for hurting enemies and for not getting hurt in return. Not wearing a shield increases your magic resistance by 10. Wearing a shield increases your physical damage dealt by 5. Killing an enemy permanently increases your max HP by 0.01%, up to a total of 10%. I'll make my way over to that, because health is an issue. Like, I like the game, but being bullied into a corner by an enemy and then not being able to do anything because of that is a bit obnoxious. So, like, I think that's my only real critique of the game so far, is just getting bullied into the corner, into a corner, and then the fight just turning into a slogfest. It's a bit of annoying. Like, I don't mind it happening necessarily, but just, like, that enemy could slide past me and it was fine. Meanwhile, I don't have any such tool. So you just end up pinned in the wall against an enemy, and then he summons ads right on top of you, so there's 3 of them picking away at you, and you can't run anywhere to try and make some space. It's a bit obnoxious. Especially with the fragility of the character. He's kind of tanky, but I don't think he's tanky enough to justify that kind of thing. Howdy. 99. Here on the... well, I was going to say... Palanai channel, that doesn't make sense. But here on my channel, we believe in true gender equality. I'll smack a woman with a greatsword just as soon as I would a man. Actually. We can actually go to our caravan. Didn't think we'd be able to in the demo.
This place is definitely away from prying eyes. It'll do. At least until I figure out my next move.
Look,
Is
if...
there anything I can show you? I've made outfits for nobles the world over. And now I'm here, in the middle of nowhere. The smell of ox shit wafting in the breeze. Oh, I've fallen on hard times indeed, Inquisitor. But hard times and me, we go way back.
You know, lady, if you're gonna be all cryptic and shit... Like, look, you got this mysterious backstory you don't want to go into. That's fine. Stop hinting at it. It's just annoying me. And this is kind of reminding me of like Diablo 3 in that how you can like level up. You get craftsmen that follow you, and you can level them up. You can improve them. I think it's even a similar system. I can't place your accent. Where are you from?
Not that my accent would suggest it, but I'm from a rural village outside Carcosa. I've had to go where the work was, which is how I found my way to this side of the world. What I wouldn't give to have the desert sun on my face once more. If only it wasn't so dangerous. To cross the sea, I mean.
Yeah. Are you being followed? You seem eager to leave Wickham.
I just have a way of charming men, and sometimes women, to the point where they become obsessive. Broken hearts can sometimes lead to broken bones, so I thought it best to remove myself from a potential messy situation.
Fair enough. Equal armor, but it just resists. Oh, wait, no. This cape is a great thing. 10% critical damage, 5% physical damage. This increases relic charge gain and reduces mana cost. My other cape is good, but we need the next tier. Can make light armor kits. Okay, it seems you can upgrade her tent. There's two ways of improving her. Give her diagrams, have her make stuff, and upgrade her tent. I don't have the resources to upgrade it, but I could get her to make white leather kits. She wouldn't actually level up from all that though. And then we wouldn't have enough white leather for that. We need to grind. Oh.
I am listening. It's not important. I should get back to work.
Okay, won't tell me about himself.
All I know is that it's ancient. Some say it's protected by an old god. Others claim the tree is the body of a witch whose magic defends travelers. Maybe it's best not to question the miraculous, as long as it's saving your skin.
I think it's best to question it, because who knows if it comes at a cost. Might save my skin now, but devour it later. Or take it over.
No, these days.
What do you think of Shirin?
Good to have a tailor here. Shirin took one look at my pieces and said I wasn't half bad. Got an eye for the finer things, I guess.
Okay. He's got infinite coal. Must have access to Twitter. And he has 20 bits of copper. He can make copper bars. He can make gear. I wish the game told me that this guy was here, because I could have gotten freaking gear made. Improvements, like so much improvements. This is borrowing a lot, I would say, from Dark Souls. Like the whole like poise meter there. They outright have this the fat rolling system. So yeah. So it is very much inspired. Not a critique, not a condemnation, just observation. The like material cost is low, but the expense is high. Oof. Or not available.
Can I help?
Ooh, give diagram. Oh, he can now make the copper straight sword. Imagine it's one-handed. It's expensive. Not available in the demo. Wonder how far this demo goes. How many videos am I gonna end up making? Huh. Started the game.
Inquisitor, hello again.
I got some lockpicks, so... Huh. Seems I broke his poise.
Nope.
But I have a
Doesn't
lockpick.
open.
Bastard. Thought I could open it with a lockpick. I would go grind right now if this was the full game, but I see no point in grinding with a demo. Grind, get some copper, get some... Actually, I can't get copper.
Wanted me to help your daughter stuff the goose. I think I stuffed the wrong bird. Pepper's always good for a laugh.
He's either talking about his own antics or the antics the other guy got up to. But, what am I gonna say? Yeah, if this was the full game, I would go grinding now. I don't think I could really grind up copper, but I could grind for material, grind for money, grind for other materials that are drops and the like. So, like go get white leather and stuff like this. Try and get the other guy, the others level up and whatnot. But stuff doesn't carry over, so or probably won't. So this is actually a temporary playtest. If you want to play it, get in there now before it's gone. Alright? I didn't realize it when I first went to play it. It was only when I went back to look at the game that I realized it was a temporary demo. So, yeah, if this was a grander thing, I would, but there's no point.
You've got quite the reputation, you Inquisitors. Not a sterling one, but your skills definitely live up to their notoriety. I sent word. My men have cleared a path for you to the monastery. Go through there and the old cemetery, and path will lead you to the swamp. The west gate is open to you as well. I honor my debts. Should you find your way around these parts again, a pair of skilled hands is much needed these nights. Best of luck with your witch hunt, Inquisitor.
And a man named Gerald Burrow wanted permission to enter.
I expelled him for his own safety. There are several husbands and fathers that would like to string him up, and I can't protect him. Tell him to find another town to make into his personal brothel.
There used to be one of the wealthy city-states. What happened?
There was a time when our harbors were full, and our roads were packed with traffic. Sure, it was mostly for the benefit of those at the top, but there was stability and safety for all. Even if it was mostly to protect the few. Then, one night, we woke to screams coming from West Wickham. That's where all the nobles made their home, separated by a gate from the rest of the city. Few of them made it to the border, crushing themselves against the walls, until shapes came out of the dark and carried them off. Since then, the gate has remained locked, and the port's empty. We've ripped out the gold fixtures and traded them for price-gouged provisions. And I reckon we'll keep picking the flesh from her bones until she can be resurrected.
Why don't you ask Crimson City for assistance?
Folks here value their independence. We'd bleed for Wickham until there's nothing left in our veins. We'd fight to the last man before bending the knee to a god king. I don't expect you to understand.
I would love if we had the option of just saying, nah, that's fair, I get it. Just, just completely throw him off. It's just like the Inquisitor understands this. What?
Wouldn't be the first. Wickham's been here for centuries. Before that, there was Old Wickham. And before that, a fishing village, some say. The city below, some reckon it stood here over 1,000 years ago. Maybe more. At some point, it was swallowed up by the land, along with its secrets. Most townspeople won't set foot in it, say it's cursed. I won't set foot in it because parts of it are a bloody sewer. And best not to even think about all the things squirming around in the depths.
That's fair.
Yes?
I should try out the armor kits, because they would probably make a difference.
Ella, you know what one wall says to the other wall? I'll meet you at the corner.
Dad, please.
That is funny. I love jokes like that. But he was saying a beast saying his name. Probably what was it over in the nobles districts. Oh, I never did talk to the short guy.
Inquisitor.
She's nothing. She was saying about a job for me. She was saying it kind of flirty, though, I won't say. Oh, that was a waste. I'm getting the keys confused. Just when a ton of keys are thrown at me, my brain is just like, nah, yeah, you're never remembering those.
When you cross a snowman and a vampire. Frostbite.
Hello again. Just heard you braved Old Wickham. Would you be willing to return? I can certainly make it worth the trip.
You'll have to give me more details.
Ah, well, I didn't always make my home here. Grew up in Old Wickham. Still have the key to the old place. But it's too dangerous to go back myself, obviously. There's something I need, not valuable except for sentimental reasons. You take this key and have a look. It's in my bedroom, under the floorboard. You'll know it when you see it.
Simple enough, I'll have a look.
Just let me know when you found it. I'll make sure you walk out of here with a full purse.
We'll take a look. It's not like it's an issue. I can just teleport over. It's convenient to have a teleport right in the middle of town, and that only I can use it. Come on. Find the source of the curse. Thank you for breaking them. I was having difficulties. Thank you, it was in my way. Diagram of the illuminator. Ah, okay. We want to mess around with how the pushes. Okay, I don't need to mess around with pushing the crate, it's just for here. I was thinking I may have to do it both ways, like use the crate for both jumps. Full sapphire, silver ore, 2 minor health potions, and a inscribed set? Silver set? I'm not sure what it said. Jesus Christ. Bit of terrible lag there. What kind of sound are you making? I'm concerned here. Not a potion. Arcane Core for winning. Weak Coest Essence. Prism learned. Torn Teddy Bear. This guy really had a grand abode. It's just kind of thing to tide me over so I don't die on the way out. It's a Metroidvania, but it's very aggressive on its fall damage. Do hope there's a respec thing in the full game, because I would respec a little. A single point, maybe.
Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts.
Ah, what brings you back? You found it? I didn't think you'd find it. Take this for your trouble.
Money and some lockpicks.
That was awkward.
Not really. Sentimental. If I look just to the left of my monitor and back a fair bit, I have a bag of plush toys from when I was a kid. And if I go behind the monitor at the other side, and if I go to behind the monitor instead to the left, there's even more over there. Aunt knitted for me or crocheted a elephant at one point. I still have the teddy bear that Mum got me when I was a newborn babe. It's on its feet, it's a blue teddy bear, and on its feet is "It's a Boy." I have a Rastaline over there. It's if you press its paw, it sings "No Worry." No worries. I'm thinking of Lion King. Rastaline sings. Oh, what you fuck it. I can't remember what it sings. Oh, don't worry, be happy. That's what he sings. I never took the tag off him in case it damaged the ear. So even now, like 10 plus years later, it's still on him. I think I see a Winnie the Pooh bear, Winnie the Pooh over there. There was a lemur one over there, I think. I see the tail. There's a ton over there, some that I probably don't even recognize. They're in this big bag. I really need to take them out, clean them, and put them somewhere better. To be honest, I need to fix the whole storage issue in the first place. Ooh, these have respawned. 3 apples, 6 wood. Awesome.
What's the good news? It's good, right? Well, your face says no, but my optimism says fuck yeah.
Sorry, you're not getting back in Wickham.
Well, that really sucks. How am I going to make a living without selling hope to the foolhardy? Tips to the treasure-hungry? Yarns to those yearning for... yarns?
So, bullshit.
What? No. I'm a man of the world. A natural-born treasure hunter with knowledge of all things traps, treasures, maps, and monsters. I make it my business to know things and help those a bit more reckless to find their way to the lap of luxury.
You can help find treasure. Might need that. Still not sure what that means, but here's a place you can go for now.
A place to go. That's, something. Yeah, I think I can work with this. Because I kinda have to.
Money and lockpicks. Awesome.
See something you like? From what I've seen, he's as skilled as he is quiet. I assume, just like most of us on the road, he has a past he'd rather not bring up. Or he's just not much for words.
Where the hell is this guy? Oh, here he is. Kinda wish we had a little map to tell us where they are, because, there's a bit of runabout.
Most would look around this camp and see rock bottom. But I got here, and do you know what I saw? Spooky woods and Oxwee. But then, I squinted a bit, and you know what I saw? Opportunity.
Interesting. So, we can buy meat off him, and wood. We can also buy skill books that he has for some unknown reason. Blazing weapon, culture weapon of flames, chaos beam, chaos dice, detonate toxin, and venom, firebolt, forked lightning, invigorate, shield charge, smite, wild vines, and lockpicks.
Went over your maps. Outline the opportunities. Have a look.
He also has a bestiary. He says that, but I'm not sure what I'm meant to look at, unless it's just not in the game yet.
I'm not really someone who's from anywhere. For me, it's about where I'm going. Preferably to the bedchamber of a wealthy maiden who could smother me with a massive bosom. I enjoy living because the alternative seems boring and oftentimes induced by being impaled on something sharp and metal. Fuck that, I say. Every day should be lived like your last, because in this line of work, it likely is. You ever gamble? I don't just mean with dice, but with a scheme, because I did. Went all in on a campaign to raid the ruins of Gloomroot's woods. There was a plan, but my partner wanted to go deeper, to find the tomb of a king rumoured to be buried there. An experienced adventurer has an intuition for danger, and mine was going berserk. Well, sure enough, he and his bodyguards go headfirst into some spikes, and I get out by the skin of my sack. I was to be paid on completion. And that is why I'm here.
Hmm. 'Kay.
If he didn't hammer all the time, I'd hardly know he was here. Quiet guy. And you know what they say about the quiet ones. They're, quiet. I like her very much. Last night, she did this trick with her hands. Stole the rings off my fingers while I was talking to her without me noticing. If I had to guess, it's because she's amazing in the sack. But I don't think she's into me. At least that's what she said. Explicitly.
I was kind of expecting that.
Ready if you are?
That his charms wouldn't work on her. Ooh. Could explore here a bit more. Would be nice if you could just teleport to this. Like, say if you're in your base, you don't need. There's no real benefit to forcing you to have to run back here. It'd be nice if you could just port over.
You having trouble getting to Wickham?
There were bandits. They aren't anymore.
I wish there'd been another way. Something else you need?
I've got a fair chunk of cash right now. I could make some more gear. But I'm a bit worried about the weight of my gear, honestly.